And we are back for episode 2. I'm going to make these things long. Well, at least until we get to the story arc. So yeah, the gate looked far too pompous for what it was. It's a prison! In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. How fabulous. Red bricks, black wrought, really? Wrought? I don't know. Wrought iron and grey plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. Click, damn your mouse. Click! I wondered if... I need to check, yeah. I wondered if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about... damn it, about the gate for too long. So I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamaku Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. Is it? The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. Oh yeah, Muto. I think it's Muto. I might be wrong. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. There's a slide! Words like clean and hygienic pop into my mind. It makes me shudder. Oh my god, the cleanness, I can't take it! Ah! I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. Bow chicka bow wow. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies. Too big and too many for just a school. Used to be a prison. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley. An uncanny valley? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean, obviously, but what does he mean by it? Even though I was told this is my new school, in the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. Mind, head, it doesn't matter. The sentence would still make sense. I wonder if the feeling is real, or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible instead of having this feeling that I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind and the green hues flashing all around me catch my attention. I said me! Why did I put emphasis on it? For God's sake. I'm so stupid! It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a common colour. Ugh. You mean the slaughter room? So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Yeah, the dots. We're back to the dots. Only after I stand in front of the Haughty main building, I surprise myself by realizing why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous and with this realization set in my mind, I opened the front door. And we're in the school! Where's the ugly painting? We haven't been reunited yet. A tall man with a bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. Muto! You must be Miki? Nakai. So you are. Excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. It's been a while since I've done these voices. I can remember Misha, Muto, Lily, Hanako, just had to stutter. I don't think I've ever done one. Well, I have done one for Emi, but I think it was in a I think it was close to the same as Misha's. I don't know. It was kind of like, great! And people shiver. Exchange a handshake. If you're wondering, if you can hear slurping, I'm drinking tea. Sorry, I'm a pig. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. Click! The head nurse, motherfucking head nurse, and I swore. I'm sorry. The head nurse asked you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh? Should I go later? Yes, afternoon's probably fine. We should get going and introduce you to the rest of the class. They're waiting already. Fabulous. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the center of attention, but I guessed it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself to the class? Right, does this matter? Waylay. What the hell's a waylay? What the hell's a waylay? Guide, what's a waylay? Be right back, I need to check this. No idea what it is, so sod it. Might as well say yes, of course. Oh, right. Hello. Hello? Think I found a better version. Accidentally. Okay. We have busted this case wide open. Yes, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, isn't that normal? Of course. But not everyone likes to be at the center of attention. I'm probably one of those people, but I guess I should be the one to give the first impression of myself. Well, right, but it's no problem. Let's go then. Really? Hey, come on. Okay. I've busted this wide open. My heart is pounding in my chest and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher upstairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked, move out the way, our friend is there, as a classroom for classroom 3-3. Motor opens the door and enters. Ugly painting number 1. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. Righty. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Hanako! Oh, and Miki. Dreadful that we cannot romance her. I'm absolutely... I'm crying. I followed the teacher into the classroom and looked, well, figuratively, before you start thinking I am actually, you cheeky beggars. I followed the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. It's pretty spacious. The ceiling is unusually high, and there's lots of space left over around and in between the desks. There we are. An entire wall taken up by blackboards, and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. Simple and clean. I stop walking in front of the class. What? I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like students in any other school. But then, why would they be? Why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them. Only it's just not immediately obvious. Shizune! Then I noticed that one of the girls seemed to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Be sharp. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. I notice a flash of dark hair and see that someone is looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair. That is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back at her, she covers her face with her hands as if it will make her invisible. That's how it'll go. Probably, hopefully. Love you! There is one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. And I still can't see this boy with a cane. Where is he? Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery looking girl with the pink hair. Well, sitting next to her. You will soon get annoyed of them. I know I will. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. You weren't looking there? Please welcome our newest classmate, Lord Xaydam. Oh wait, you mean Hisaonakai? Yeah, him. He claps his hands, and so does everyone else, except one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little. Hey! Don't be like that with Miki. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing in thanks for this applause I did not deserve. I shouldn't have paused. Click, damn it! A collective silence tells me that I should open my mouth now. So, I'm Hisaonakai. And after that, my hobbies are reading and soccer. Football! On the bastardized version. And that wasn't a swear word. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I hope to get along well with everyone. Why am I doing that? Stupid mind. I hope to get along well with everyone even though I'm a new student. And after that, I'm being so boring. This is exactly like every self-introduction ever. I should say something more exciting. And I go around. I can't. Mother truckers. I end up saying nothing and the teacher picks up from there. Everyone seems to be satisfied even with what little I said, though. A few girls are whispering to each other, throwing glances at me. It could have gone worse. They like you. They want you. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandage stump. Yep, definitely Miki. It makes me feel a little bad. Yes, I became romancer. I feel devastated. I really do. I mean, she was interesting. I mean, I know we've only seen her during Hanako's arc, and I think that's the only time we will see her. Oh god, the developers of this game were taunting the Hanako lovers like, you see this girl? You think you want a romancer after you romance Hanako? No, you're not. You're not. Oh well. We're going to be doing some group work today. I nearly said grown-up work. Why? So I'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with Hakamichi. That's Shizuna's last name, isn't it? She's the class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know. And who else would be able to do that better, right? How can I know? Exactly. The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we will be working in groups of 3. Trez Espada. Dear Honeybell, even though she never said it. Then why did I do that? Because I felt like her. I bloody felt like her. It hit me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Oh right. Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out her name, the cute, bubbly-looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Seeker of Darkness. Hey, I guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. I'm not doing her laughs. I'm sorry. What? I'm caught off guard by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Shi-chan. Oh god, the confusion is going to come back with those names. I can see it now. I can see it now! Giggling. I invented a word. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her. The one I saw using sign language before. It looks like... I wonder if this is a theme I've just noticed. Do. Ugh, not as good as the Mobius theme, I'm sorry. That's the only good thing about that game. The story was alright. But god, the lip syncing was worse than Rechain of Memories. Ugh. It looks like she has been staring at me this whole time. She nods once nonchalantly to show that she acknowledges my presence, but only barely. She has short yet carefully, neatly brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. ... sign language. ... sign... Oh no. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Hakamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I start to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, you'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you. Misha is her translator. I can see you're a little confused, right? But I understand why you would think I was Shi-chan. Shi-chan is deaf. I still think she's a mute as well. I really do. Shi-chan is deaf. I can't even say the words. It's because of that Chan part. So I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. ... Curious face. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shi-chan, of course, he is. What? Oh god, the confusion is back! Oh, for God's sake. Well, Shi-chan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he would have been... if he wasn't, he would have been standing up there for no reason, right? Right? He seems like a very interesting person, doesn't he? We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today, so soon. He-chan, right? He-chan, oh god, the confusion. Oh, my head can't take it. My head cannot take it. Yep, it fits, doesn't it? Did I say it out loud? It's just a surprise. I've never liked nicknames. I don't really see how, and no joke. Well, I skipped ahead from the story that I was about to tell. Lord is my nickname. No lie or no joke. I am not kidding. It fits. You look just like I imagined. ... Oh god. Yeah, you look just like a He-chan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. ... Oh god, I forgot about fucking Kenji. Oh, Jesus. Feminists! Hakamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly. Their hands are blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants to know that she's the class... Yeah, Mr. Wood. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. ... Do you like the school so far? Whoa, that glitchy hand. Did you see that, or am I going crazy? Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Oh my god. This girl is going to fry my brain. Oh, I forgot about all this confusion words. Well, not words, but, the back and forth between Shizune, and you think she's talking to me, but no, she's talking to Shizune, and blah, 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 blah. Misha stumbles with the hard word bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that'll be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Dot. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Damn it, man! Not just with school, either. Always, even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Oh, for God's sake, she's done it again. Really, Shichen? Oh, learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so, exactly. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. What? You look down. Are you okay? Dot. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Oh, that laughter. Alright. Dot, happy face. Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shichan something so... What? Oh, right, yeah. For God's sake. For God's sake, I confused myself. It's because of her. It's because of those drills. Ah, and another thing. You don't have to call Shichan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep all the time. Just call her Shichan. Dot. The Gelfine line wasn't supposed to be translated? Okay, maybe that's too casual. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. Dot. Oh god, my voice. Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be old business. You're not wrong about that, my friend, you are not wrong. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Dot, angry face. Huh? Oh, right, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shichan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. That too. Dot. Shizune glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Dot. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very... I've still got tea, haven't I? I ran out of tea! Bollocks. The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier. Balls! A few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. More like Shizune. They're quite different though. The class rep is calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easy distracted. To be honest, the two of them... Jesus Christ, nearly choked on myself. I don't know why. The two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. Don't feel guilty. Shut up, pal. The clock tower bells ring, signalling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Ugly painting. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto down to the bottom floor. Should I end off here? Yeah, that's been 24 minutes. I'll end off here and we'll I suppose episode 3, we'll see the nurse. So yeah, if I'm wrong, then blow me down. See ya!